most affordable polishers. So what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Pan the Organizer. Today we're detailing on the cheap, but it doesn't mean because we have a smaller budget that we're not getting quality, right? So what we're looking for in this video is value-oriented machine polishers to do some paint correction on your clear coat or on your paintwork. So to remove any defects, swirls, scratches, oxidation, and to increase gloss, clarity, depth, and basically beautify your paintwork, we're looking for machine polishers. Now, not everyone has a big budget for the best of the best, especially in these tough economical times. I think it's good sometimes to have some lower cost alternatives. So who is this video for? Basically, if you're a weekend warrior, a DIY, or perhaps somebody that wants to start their own car detailing business and don't have a huge budget to start off with, that's who this video is for. By the way, don't worry, I'll leave links to all the tools, the products, all that kind of stuff in the description under the video for you guys to check them out. So all you have to do is sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. So based on a recent popular video that I came up with, the most affordable car detailing products and tools on the Amazon website, today we're doing something that you guys have asked me to do for a long time now, and especially in the comments of that recent video too, you want me to basically cover some value-oriented polishers. So today, here are some of my selections. By the way, these are polishers that I either owned or have personally tested and vetted. So if you have any other recommendations for my viewers as well, please share them for the value-oriented machine polishers. So drop a comment in the comment section under the video if you see something that I didn't have in this video that you think people might benefit from hearing. So we're going to divide this in 3 categories, by the way. So the first one is going to be the standard polishers with 5 or 6-inch backing plates for the majority of the job. Then we're going to have the mini polishers, typically with 3-inch backing plates for smaller intricate areas like B-pillars, door jambs, door sills, mirrors, bumpers, that kind of stuff. And there's going to be the micro polishers with a 1 or 2-inch backing plate. So we're going to divide, as I said, those in 3 sections. So first of all, let's establish, and let me be very clear, of course, the higher end units from companies that I own, like Flex and Rupes, well, they do have higher quality and certain features that less expensive models will not have. However, you will notice that a lot of the models we're talking about today have similar features to these. So Pan, what are the differences first with the top of the range units, right? And by the way, quick disclaimer, this is not a sponsored video. Nobody paid for this video. And so this is just me sharing my thoughts and opinions with you guys. The machines that I often use are at the top of the range, as I mentioned, but the more affordable options I'm going to be presenting in this video cost anywhere from half less all the way up to 4 or 5 times less. But what do you get when you pay more? Do you get more? Yes, absolutely. So this machine here, the Flex 3401, this is a dual action polisher, a direct drive version. So this one here, basically, the price of this is roughly $470 US. It's been replaced by the newer XCE 10-8 125 unit, but basically they share a lot of similarities. So 5-inch backing plate, 8mm throw, 1010 watt motor, roughly 6 pounds or 2.7 kilos, 13-inch power cord, 1-year warranty. Flex, by the way, is a German company, a German machine. The next one, my Rupes LHR 15 Mark II polisher. This has also been replaced by a newer unit, the Mark III, a few different aesthetic stuff and ergonomics mainly, but the rest of the unit, the motor is the same. So this is another staple, very high end. We're talking about 435 USD, 5-inch backing plate, 15mm throw, so a larger throw, 5.73 pounds, and a 1-year warranty. By the way, all the affordable polishers I'll be talking about today are dual action or random orbital, both mean the same thing. Basically, the backing plate spins in around, but also in a figure 8, mimicking the movement of a hand. So they are very, very safe for use on your paintwork. Do not worry, you're not going to burn through the paint. These are as safe as they go. And by the way, for those of you who are wondering, I have a very popular paint polishing tutorial for beginners on my channel. I'll leave a link in the description under the video if you guys want to check that out after this video. You're going to learn everything there is to know about polishing. So the machines, the pads, the compounds, the polishes, what steps and how to perform a paint correction or machine polishing on your vehicle. And I also have a link down there for a video for my favorite compounds, polishes, and also pads to go along with these machines. So today we're focusing on the machines. Now on the higher end side, once again, this is another one. This is the Rupes LHR 75E Mini, coming in at 289 USD. By the way, Rupes is a company from Italy, and don't quote me on this, but since 2017, they have a plant where they manufacture their polishers also in the USA. So these are high quality manufacturing, both Flex and Rupes. And last but not least, let me show you this one. This is the Rupes Nano Hybrid. So this one here is a micro polisher because it comes with either a 1.25 inch backing plate or a 2-inch backing plate. So you have both supplied. You can get these in a kit with 2 batteries, ion lithium. So with these guys, you get not only the performance, but a lot of them, you get the ergonomics, the quality of manufacturing, and of course the materials is top rate. And you're also getting things that over the long period of time might matter, like long-term durability. Not that these are failure proof. They can still fail, right, or break down like anything else. That's why they have warranties, but they're less prone to breaking because of the higher quality components and engineering in them. And also things like vibration when you're using them over time. These are very, very smooth to use, and the ones who are professionals in the industry might benefit from spending a little more and getting these, because they will not only last a lot longer, but the performance is there as well. Because some on paper might look like they have the same power when you're using them, but in reality, the cheaper end units don't necessarily deliver, whereas these guys, the specs don't mean much on paper, because what they do is they deliver in real world performance, and these are the ones you see me use in my videos. So Flex and Rupes are the ones I use the most. But now today, let's give you some alternatives, right? So the majority of the alternatives, let's be fair and honest, the majority are made in China, and they often copy the designs of the higher end manufacturers. So just keep that in mind. Of course, the lower labor costs over there mean that the prices of the machine, again, is going to be anywhere from, half less, sometimes 3 times less, 4 times less, up to 5 times less. So if you're somebody that's on a budget and you don't have a high volume use, you don't do cars every day, you don't machine polish cars every day, you can start off with these, with the affordable options that I'm going to give you, and eventually move on if you want, or if you have the budget and you want to buy one machine and that is it, you can focus on these brands, by the way. So Flex and Rupes, again, links even to the higher end ones are going to be in the description under the video. So we're going to start with the regular polishers with 5 or 6 inch backing plates. So the first recommendation is going to be the, and we're going to go by order of price, in ascending order, so from the least expensive all the way up to the most expensive affordable option. So coming in at 106 USD, we have the MaxShine M8S. So that's a 5-inch backing plate, 8mm throw, 900 watt motor, comes with a 10-foot cable, and it has a 6-month warranty. If we look, by the way, for those of you who are wondering what a throw is, it is how far the backing plate travels on the axle itself or on the spindle. And the bigger the throw, the more area you're covering, right? So standard throws are anywhere from 6 to 8 millimeters, and larger throws are 15 to 21 millimeters. So if we look at this Rupes LHR Mark II polisher that I have, it's called the Bigfoot. So they kind of initiated the larger throw polishers. So this one here is a 15 millimeter throw. So the polisher, or the backing plate, covers a lot more distance. They even have a 21 millimeter option, the LHR 21 Mark III, and that one is a 21 millimeter stroke, or orbit if you want, and that way you're covering super large surfaces. So if you're polishing very large flat panels, like a large truck's hood or a large SUV's hood, that kind of stuff, you might want to look into the larger throws. But I digress. Let's get back to our point. So that MaxShine M8S, you can get it in a few different colors. So that is the first recommendation. The second one, coming in at 129 USD, is the MaxShine M8S version 2. So that's the updated version compared to the first one, the standard M8S. This one still has a 5-inch backing plate, 8mm throw as well. So same thing there, but a 1000 watt motor. So a bit higher performance, a bit more bite. You're getting a 13-foot cable, so a bit longer cable. It weighs in at 7 pounds or 3.2 kilos and also has a 6-month warranty. So you're going to get a bit more performance, an updated design as far as ergonomics are concerned. So if that's the case, we'll spend a few more bucks and get the version 2. Now the next one, coming in at $150 US, is a classic that's been in the detailing industry for decades. It's the polisher I started polishing with in the early 2000s when I started to learn how to machine polish. I've been detailing cars now for like 25 years. And so it's the Porter Cable 7424 XP. And yeah, I know a lot of you guys who are old school out there are probably smiling because a lot of us started learning polishing with that machine. So Porter Cable 7424 XP can serve as a sander as well, but a dual action polisher. It's a 6-inch polisher, so it comes with a pad installed. However, the caveat with that one is that it does not come with a backing plate. So you have to buy your own. It's anywhere from 15 to 30 bucks. It's not that expensive. You can get a 5-inch or a 6-inch backing plate, but keep that in your mind. It doesn't come in the box with a backing plate. It has a 8mm throw. It has a 4.5 amp motor, roughly 540 watts. So not as powerful as the other options on the list. 10-foot cable, weighs in at 5.75 pounds or 2.6 kilos, and has a 3-year warranty. So if that's important, the warranty is a bit longer on the Porter Cable. And so the only thing to keep in mind is dual action or random orbital polishers, like all the ones we're talking about in this video. If you're applying too much force, which you're not supposed to, right, no more than 15 to 20 pounds. If you're applying too much, the pad is going to stall. So that's one of the security features, by the way, is that if you apply too much force with the dual action polishers on the panel that you're working with, well, the pad is going to stop turning. Unless you have something like the Flex 3401 or its replacement, the XEE model. Those are forced rotation or direct drive. That means even when you're applying a lot of pressure, the backing plate continues spinning. So if that's something that's important for you, you can look into forced rotation polishers. In the Rupes lineup, it's called the Mille, M-I-L-L-E. But I digress once again. Today we're focusing on random orbital, or also called the dual action polishers, known as DA polishers, because those are the safest ones. You will not burn through your clear coat, and it's a perfect one to learn to detail with. And even when you are a professional detailer out there, many of the pro detailers watching my video, I'm sure you can attest to that. The majority today some use rotary polishers, but also a lot of dual action on the market now. I think they definitely are the most widely used by pros and enthusiasts as well. So the next one in the recommendations list is the Griot's Garage G9. So that one is $170 USD. It has a 6-inch backing plate, 9mm throw, 1000-watt motor, so very powerful. This one has the particularity of a detachable 10-foot power cord. So that's cool if you want to store it neatly. You can detach the power cord. The weight is 5.25 pounds or 2.4 kilos. And depending on the literature, some say 5 pounds or 2.7 kilos. It's a bit hard to find the exact specs because the websites of the official brands don't always list everything. So it was quite something to come up with all the specs for this video. Show me a thumbs up. By the way, click that thumbs up button to show me your support if you like these kinds of videos. The cool thing about the Griot's Garage, it comes with a lifetime guarantee. So if there's any defects for the lifespan of your tool, well, you're covered. So that can be very important as well. And the price is very good. The performance has been awesome. They had the G8 before, updated to the G9 now. Probably one of the best bang for bucks. A lot of you guys who have used the G9 will know. And by the way, if you have any positives or negatives, your experiences with the tools mentioned in this video, drop a comment. It would be nice to see what other people get around the globe, right? Because these are all brands or stuff that you can get pretty much in any country. So if you have good experiences, let us know. If you'd had horrible experiences, let us know as well, because sometimes the customer service is also very important. Two polishers at about the same price. If one has much better customer service, well, you're probably going to want to spend your money with that brand, right? The next recommendation is the Adams Swirl Killer 15mm. So that comes in at $205 USD, 5-inch backing plate, 15mm throw, 25-foot cable, weighs in at 5.75 pounds, and has a year warranty. Like the majority of the Adams Swirl Killer lineup, also known as the SKs, right? Swirl Killer. They're very, very good polishers. Their design is similar to the most popular ones out there. So my guess, if I had to take a guess, is they're probably all made in the same manufacturing plants somewhere in China. However, the quality is there, and definitely the Value Atoms is known for coming out with value-oriented propositions, and their polishers are no exception. So that one at $205, very good too. In the normal polishers category, last but not least, the Max Shine M15 Pro Series 2 polisher coming in at $216 USD. So I tested the new one, but I also had a dedicated video on my channel for the initial M15 Pro release. 5-inch backing plate on that one, 15mm throw, 1000-watt motor, 13-foot cable, weighs in at 5 pounds or 2.3 kilos, and has a 1-year warranty. So it works very well. Again, the design is very similar to the Rupes LHR 15 Mark II or Mark III series. So if you value the original engineering and thought processes and the people who brought this to life, well, then you can fork your money over to Flex and Rupes. Those companies are super high-end, and well, they value the quality of their machines, right? So the value-oriented brands are more for the people who don't have the bigger budget, but don't think that you're getting the same machines, right? You are not getting that high quality as much. Doesn't mean that they're disgusting or they're going to break down after a day, the cheaper polishers, but still, we have to mention that you're not getting the same level of performance or quality as you are with the higher end tools. Let that be known. So yeah, you notice that pretty much all the polishers are around the same performance, right? So we're talking 900, 1000-watt motors roughly there. The throws are pretty similar, 8mm, 9mm in that area. Some have a larger throw at 15 mil. But yeah, the cord lengths are pretty much the same. There's a few features that distinguish each other, but that's pretty much it. The warranties are a bit different, but it is so competitive that they have to make sure that they come out with something that is equivalent to their competition. If not, they'd be out of business. So regardless of which one you get on the list, you should be pretty satisfied. So the regular polishers, as I said, with the 5 or 6mm backing plates, they're going to do roughly 80 to 85% of the work, right? So the larger surfaces, the trunks, the hoods in the front, the fenders, the doors, that kind of stuff. But you're going to have some points where you're going to need smaller polishers for more intricate areas. Again, bumpers, door jambs, door sills, headlights, taillights, mirrors, B-pillars, all that kind of stuff. Sometimes there are smaller surfaces that you need a smaller platform or a smaller backing plate for. And that's where the second category, the mini polishers, comes in. So what do we have for recommendations? The first one, Griot's Garage G8 Mini Polisher, coming in at $135 USD. It comes with a 2-inch and 3-inch backing plates, 8mm throw, 700-watt motor, because you don't need as much power as the larger polishers. Obviously, you're working on smaller surfaces. You have a removable 10-foot cord, so the power cord is detachable, so you can store your tool neatly. That's a very cool feature from Griot's Garage. 4.6 pounds the weight, or 2.1 kilos, and that same lifetime guarantee that Griot's polishers are known for. So if you value a long-term warranty, that's good. And it is the less expensive one of the bunch in the mini polishers category, so fantastic value. The next one is going to be the Atoms Swirl Killer 12mm, coming in at $150 USD. 3-inch backing plate, 8mm throw, 500-watt motor, so we're a bit less power technically on paper compared to the Griot's Garage. 25-foot cable, 4.1 pounds for the weight, or 1.9 kilo, and a 1-year warranty. So again, Atoms has a pretty complete lineup for their polishers, because they have the 15mm Swirl Killer. Now they have the 12mm mini that we're recommending here, and you're going to see later on they also have a micro polisher, so they cover pretty much all your needs as far as sizes go, and again, value oriented, because the price is very inexpensive. In the mini polishers category, last but not least, is the Max Shine M312. So it comes in at $155 USD. Again, same things as you're noticing with the other mini polishers, 3-inch backing plate. This one has a bit larger throw at 12mm, a 550-watt motor, a 13-foot cable. It's the lightest of the 3 mini polishers in this list, coming in at 3.3 pounds or 1.5 kilos, and also has a 1-year warranty. So again, regardless of which choice you make, you might want to have, this is one you're probably going to use another 10 to 15% of the time. So 80 to 85% with the larger machines, 5 or 6 mil backing plates. Then you have the mini polishers for 10 to 15% of your time that you're probably going to use this. So it's to have varied tools in your arsenal so you can tackle any project that's at hand. If you have only one polisher that you can afford though, start with the regular sized ones with 5mm or 6mm backing plates, because that's what you do the majority of the job with. And then you can add to your detailing arsenal. If you notice that you need more help with intricate areas and if you do a lot of vehicles, then you can add multiple different sized polishers in your polishing list. So last but not least, for the very, very small, intricate areas, again, stuff like mirrors, depending on the size of your headlights, grills sometimes, door sills, door jambs, basically anywhere these other two polishers can fit, you're going to get something like a micro polisher that comes in typically with a 2-inch head. If you get the Nano Hybrid from Rupes, you get a 1.25-inch backing plate as well as a 2-inch backing plate. And the majority of them come with 2 ion lithium batteries. And you can also get these in a kit, by the way, with pads. And that's where the price increases, because the Nano Hybrid, this one on its own, if you're looking for the top of the line, is $440 USD. But if you buy it in a kit, it goes all the way up to $630 US. So it is quite expensive, but you are getting the top of the line. But now if we're looking at the budget-oriented versions, the first one on the recommendations list is the MaxShine Mini Cordless Polisher. So coming in at $220 USD. That one comes with 2 backing plates, a 1.5-inch and 2-inch backing plates. It's a dual action and rotary mode polisher, and they all do that in the Mini Cordless, by the way. Depending on which models you're getting, they have counterweights and different adapters that you have to use rotary mode, so continuously spinning in a rotational manner, or dual action, so you get the spin plus the figure 8 pattern. So all of the Mini Cordless micro polishers have those dual action modes, so dual action and rotary. What else do you have on that one? You have an 80-watt motor on the MaxShine Mini Cordless Polisher. It comes with 2 ion lithium batteries, weighs in at 4.65 pounds or 2.1 kilos, and has a 1-year warranty. And it also comes with a lot of polishing pads along with it for that price. So that's why it's very good as far as value is concerned. You don't have to fork extra money to buy the polishing pads. The next one on the micro polishers list is the Adams Swirl Killer Pro Micro Cordless Polisher, coming in at $255 US. That one has a 1.5-inch backing plate. It does both 3mm and 12mm throws for both the rotary mode and dual action modes. So same thing as the MaxShine and as the Rupes. It does both rotary and dual action. It has an 80-watt motor, comes with 2 ion lithium batteries and a 1-year warranty. So you notice that they're very competitive as far as the specs go, right? From category to category, regardless if you're looking at the affordable options or the higher end options. As far as specs on a sheet are concerned, they are very, very close. But what differs is the build quality, the country where they are built, the durability of the tools as well, the quality of the parts and the labor also that's used in there, and of course the price. So the higher you go in the echelon, yes, the price will increase, but you are getting more performance, more durability, and the little details like the ergonomics, the lower vibration when you're using the tool. And so for somebody who does heavy volume, once again, lots of paint correction, lots of vehicles, and you're a professional, well, obviously look for the higher end tools, guys. That's always going to be my recommendation. So Rupes, Flex, and there are other brands as well. Let me know if you're in another country that uses different brands for a professional use, heavy duty, high end. Let us know which ones in the comment section. But then not everyone does that full time, right? Or you're maybe just a weekend warrior, a DIYer. You want to dive into machine polishing and paint correction, but you don't have an unlimited budget, and you value where your money is spent because you have other things to buy and other basically things to pay in your life too. Everybody understands that. So that's where I think it makes sense to talk a little bit about the affordable options like the ones presented here, regardless if it's Porter Cable, MaxShine, Griot's Garage, Adams. I know there are a lot of other brands out there that do value-oriented stuff. There's SPTA, I think, that a lot of my viewers talk about a lot. There's Into Detailing in the UK, that is another popular brand. Basically, let me know if in the comment section under the video, drop a comment. What are your favorite value-oriented brands? Give me the brand name and the model of the polisher you would recommend to some of my viewers who are watching out there, and say why. Why is it a good purchase for the price? And basically, if you're a DIYer or a detailing professional. So give us a little background so people reading the comments can have even more feedback. Again, I remind you, all of the links to the polishers that I spoke about today, I'll leave them in the description under this video for you guys to check them out. If you enjoyed this and you want to see something else done, maybe for value-oriented compounds, polishes, and pads to use with this, let me know. I'll make that happen. But know that I already have a video, as I said at the beginning, for my favorite compounds, polishes, and pads combinations. So I'll drop the video link in the description. And also I have 2 very popular tutorials, including a very recent one on machine polishing, also known as paint correction, for beginners. So everything you need to know to comfortably and easily polish your car at home. So again, I'll leave a link to that video in the description. So guys, thanks for being there. Thanks for watching. And in the meantime, don't forget, keep it tight, keep it clean, and I'll see you on the next one.